JavaScript frameworks can look intimidating. Look, I get it, I used to think the same. But the truth is that they are way easier than people make them out to be. I learned an entire framework in just 3 days using one ridiculously simple method. Let me break it down for you guys. First of all, here's what not to do. Don't binge YouTube tutorials and stay in tutorial hell. Don't spend hours watching someone else code for you and not actually write your own code. Don't watch a crash course of 100 video playlists without actually writing any code yourself. And especially don't pay for another course where they teach you how to write a framework. These are all busy work. They don't actually teach you how to write in a JavaScript framework or use one. It's a waste of time. The best method is actually ridiculously simple. If you were to go onto the Svelte docs, for example, you'll find they have a tutorial teaching you how to write Svelte. You can do the same in Vue.js, they'll teach you how to write Vue. You can do the same in Angular, they'll teach you how to write Angular. You can even do it in React, they'll teach you how to learn React. This is called the docs method. This is how the devs intended for you to learn JavaScript frameworks. It keeps you in the docs, and it's how you were supposed to learn in the first place. Okay, so now you know how to learn a framework. How do you go from here? Because this is a full tutorial, I'm going to teach you everything. First of all, just stick with one framework. I say this in all of my videos. It is better to stick with one framework and master that one framework alone than try and get a lot of frameworks under your belt and never actually understand them fully. An ace of all is a master of none. It's a very famous quote. This is going to be your bread and butter to getting a job or just becoming proficient in your field. Okay, so now you have a framework. You know how to learn it. You're going to build a real project. And this is how you're going to actually learn it and reinforce it. Don't worry about the complexity of the project. You're going to focus on making something that works. Your first framework app might not be too complex, and that's fine. You're still learning it, so there's an excuse in your mind. You can tell yourself you're still teaching yourself. When you're building something, one of the biggest roadblocks developers have is they start getting overwhelmed immediately, and that's the truth. When I was building a website recently, got completely overwhelmed by the idea of having to build a full-fledged application from scratch. It's complicated. I get it, so you're going to want to segment your build into sections. How I'd recommend doing it is, first of all, just start with the HTML. This is very easy to get into. You just have to write some HTML and get text on the page. This should be easy enough on its own. After that, just build the easiest looking section on the page. It can be the very bottom. It can be the footer if you want. You can build the footer first. That's fine. Just build whatever looks easiest. This is going to break you into the project and make it a lot easier to pick up from there. Another important thing about JavaScript frameworks is the have fun method. And the truth about this is that if you're actually having fun when you're building a website, you're going to have a lot better time developing it. Most developers who are having fun when they're building a project often end up becoming the best developers you see. They're the 10x developers you hear about because they actually enjoy what they're doing, and that means that they're learning the fastest. If you're wondering how to use AI in this step, I'd say for the first website, use it scarcely. It's better to get an idea of the framework by yourself without any assistance, but after that, feel free to use it. I don't see a problem with using AI for like IntelliSense. I think that's fine, but the first website, maybe be a little more scarce with it. This works universally. You can use this on any framework at any time in history or now or in the future, and it'll always work because this is how developers want you to learn, and this is always just going to be the easiest and most simple way to learn. Okay, so to recap one final time so I can send you guys off and you know what to do, because this is actually a real tutorial and you're going to lead this tutorial knowing how to learn a framework exactly word for word, syntax for syntax, framework for framework. Here's everything one more time. Pick a framework of your choice. You're going to go to their learn section. They should have a tutorial somewhere. You're going to learn it there, and then you're immediately going to build your first project, maybe like a portfolio piece, maybe a portfolio project piece to put on your portfolio. You're going to build a project section by section. Don't worry about the logic until after. It's fine if it's not too complex. Get it out there, and then after that, I promise you, you will be ahead of 90% of developers who get stuck in tutorial hell, or binging playlist, or especially paying for some shitty course by a YouTuber who sold out. If that resonated with you, I'm going to shamelessly sell it myself now. I offer a personal one-on-one call, and before you call me a soulless YouTuber too, this is just a one-time call, just for guidance if you guys are curious. If you really want though, you can just join my Discord and ask for help there. I'll probably still help you anyway. This is just a priority thing. If you want to pay for it, you want to help me, and you want to support my content because you like me, but I will still help you if you join the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next video.